I was playing Final Fantasy V, and there's this one part. You got this little girl in your party, and the main character.
Just temporarily, or
no, I can't tell you too much, otherwise it'd spoil the plot of the game. But there's a part where the main character Butts just hits her.
Butts?
And it's like,
for what?
Some trivial thing, like she played a prank, and it's like,
Wrong.
how are you gonna
person to
explain
play a prank
hitting
on?
a child, And also, they're releasing Final Fantasy V on Steam, and they translated his name as Butts.
Did they?
Yes.
Are they using the whatever? Those I don't know why they always look so bad, but they just look like bad ice. Setups, like remakes or something.
Like all the sprites are like taller.
Yeah.
They got the barreled chest.
Like it.
Yeah, they're doing that. I think that's like the iOS version.
That's really
Essentially.
unappealing. Like, I don't know. And they're so expensive on there, too. Like, I was just browsing it, and on the iOS store, they're like $16. Taking it really seriously. But most people would just want to play the original. Despite the fact that it looks really dated, yeah. But, I mean, the style of it looks a lot better than how they remade it. Did you ever play the 4 sequel?
No, I never beat 4.
It was on Wii, I think. I didn't either, but I think it was in that same style.
Isn't it a DS game?
No, it was like a WiiWare. It might be on DS too, but I know it was called like the After Years.
I think we're thinking of different games.
Well, back on Mario Tennis.
Back on Mario Tennis.
They're making a new one for the Wii U, and they not recently, but they had one on the 3DS. And how cool would that have been if they would have kept with this style? But they didn't. So, like it was fine game and all, but it was just... I'm always down for another Mario Tennis, but it was just... would have been much cooler to see this. Even though they probably would have just done the same setup, the same story. No, I don't need the coaches. Yeah, maybe I will. We'll just go there to hang out with them after. We'll smoke this up. Alright. So now we're gonna get into our first battle soon.
Thank God.
Who is this guy? Do you remember him? A welcome workout? He's really sad that we don't remember him. But I will be. Oh, real chatterbox. We have Coach Mark. Welcome to the Arby's Academy. We're gonna train you how to be the best Arby's cook.
The Arby's Baconator Academy. Hear that? You're champ material. If only we'd be allowed to play singles so we wouldn't have this dead weight.
Oh, we totally can play singles. I don't know why. I don't even know why I brought
Because he's your partner.
Clay with me. We gotta go find somebody that will challenge us. Probably these guys. They're just happy to be playing. I think as you progress, number one's probably gonna be real cocky.
Is that like Lucina on the other team?
Might
Oh,
be.
we could have found out, but you skipped it.
Well, what's it look like to you?
It looks like Lucina in tennis wear.
Nice. I don't know if this one has those power shots. You ever play the GameCube one?
A long time ago.
Well, it had like these charge kind of shot things where, you know, do like a little real brief cutscene or like animation, and then they'd power serve it and then you had to return it. It was, you know, just kind of like a gimmicky thing thrown in. And I think this one's called like Mario Tennis Power Tour.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It might just it might just be in like normal exhibition mode or something. Oh no!
You gotta stay on your side of the court, man. Like, you know, we have this problem when we're playing 64 as well.
We have this problem when we're playing real tennis.
You never. You're just trying to be all over the place. You know.
I'm just trying to, you know, see everything I can see.
You can't talk to your partner, so you have to, you know, follow his lead. Like,
I don't play well with others. That's my angle.
that's what you're role playing.
Yeah. He's got.
Well, by the looks of it, you're probably not gonna play well with yourself either.
Well, thanks. You're a real uplifter. Oh. Look at that. Oh. 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 Those are the noises I make in real tennis. Ah. I grind my teeth a lot. And I never score.
Yeah, that's pretty much true.
Oh.
You get hit by balls a lot too.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's
nice.
just one of something that comes
Put
with
it
the
on
package
layaway.
deal. Oh, this side of the court.
This is the side of the court you were just on.
I don't know why I didn't notice it earlier, but I always feel like it's the more difficult side. Oh no. I also have this like bad habit of just rushing the net. And it plays well sometimes.
It's a legitimate
like
strategy.
It is, but it's like I feel like I don't always call it right. Like I get a little too net greedy. I mean, like it paid off well, but I've definitely had.
So are we
go
not gonna
against me.
face any actual Mario characters until the Island Open?
Well, don't want to spoil anything, but probably not. It's anything like the first game. I can't really spoil anything, but I mean, I'm just assuming I might accidentally be spoiling everything just because it might have the same story. But yeah, and unfortunately, since we can't do multiplayer, you know, we could be playing them in exhibition, but we can check out the mini games, and those are pretty fun. There's also a stat building thing in the training center, where you could just kind of work on, you know, your speed and stuff like that. And every time you win a match, you'll get to some skill points and stuff. And it's kind of balanced around where when you put one in, it'll be good for one attribute and then it'll weaken another. So you might get a good serve, but then it might take down your speed or something like that. So you just kind of have to try to work around and get whatever whatever combo you want. But you're gonna have to make sacrifices. It's a very deep system. Very deep system. Little duel. Okay. This is the match point. Hope it doesn't go all down the drain now. I just have a slump. And I just get real emotional. Have a breakdown on the court.
You know, that's the slump. That's always a big thing in sports anime.
Yeah.
There's always the character that's in a slump.
Yeah, it's just a big thing. It's just a big thing in general, but that or we need to have like a John McEnroe approach to this, where we get really angry and then we have cameos in Adam Sandler movies.
I've known a few athletes in my life, and I guess none of them ever tried to go professional or anything, so it's kind of a pointless to think about. Try to compare them to.
Here's what I'm thinking here. Are we gonna go through this game singles or doubles? Should we keep this dead weight around? No, I'm just kidding.
I think if you're gonna flourish, if you're gonna
it's all on me.
If you're gonna
like
become the
players.
best tennis player you can ever be,
yeah,
you're gonna have to just look out for yourself.
No, that's a good point.
I don't think I'm gonna this hanger honor Clay.
Well, here's the thing.
Forget that he woke you up when you overslept at the beginning of the game, got your clothes ready for you, got your bag ready for you.
He's dead weight. That's simple as that. He's not.
He's gonna. We can't hold ourselves back.
No,
just so Clay can keep up.
It's all on him. First of all, I shouldn't even be choosing. It's like he's gonna make me give him the experience. Here's my angle. Okay. We're going to get to play through this game singles and doubles, regardless. We're going to get to redo all this. Wait. So what I'm saying is when I go to do singles, I'm going to have to do this over again. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take this experience. I should have done this from the start. I'm sorry. I'm going to take this experience, this warm-up round, in a sense, and put it on Arby's. We're going to roll with Arby's for a while. We're going to leave Clay in the dust. But then we're going to come back to Clay. And when we come back to Clay, we're already going to be, one match in. So hopefully he'll be getting practice, but he'll at least have that edge that he was at least part of, a contribution to winning a tennis match. But for now, fuck him. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. Or maybe it doesn't happen now. Maybe it's just going to give me a freebie. But, you have your serve, stroke, volley, top spin, and slice. And then your power, control, side spin, speed. So, I couldn't tell you what side spin really does, but I always like going for speed or control.
I think
we're a technique player.
Control. Let's go control. Let's put a point in control. We got 3 points, right?
Yes. I kind of want to go into speed. But this is what I'm talking about here. Didn't we just have 5?
What do you mean? I guess.
Never mind.
I'll put it in whatever, man.
We'll put it into control. And then your secondary skill. Here's the thing. I hardly ever. To me, it's just buttons that I hit. Like I need to learn more of this tennis lingo. I need to hang out on the course more,
I think the serve, a strong serve can win games.
It can.
And there are some players all they got is their serve.
Well, we have another. I'm gonna put one in the ball. Volley's important as well, so we'll do that. This is our start of it. Getting warmed up. So we are now up a rank. Push these players off the court. Now they're kicked out of the academy. No refunds. And we're just on the other side of the net laughing. Yeah, the seniors get way prettier courts. No, now Clay's pissed.
Yeah, Clay,
he's just a hothead. He needs to chill out a bit.
His temper is gonna get us in trouble. We can't stick around with him.
He's a loose cannon.
He might get us expelled from the academy.
That's true. Pretty soon they're gonna be finding drugs in his dorm. I don't want to board.
Good thing we don't share a room with him. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, jeez. That's just in your fan fiction, right? The co-ed locker rooms at the Mario Tennis Academy, or dorms.
Yeah, and I've got a self-insert character that has sex with all of them. But that's a story for another day.
Okay. Since you've seen, the beginning, we'll end it here for now. But what do you think? And I guess the one thing I want to ask is, would you rather play a game like this in this style of like, if you're just looking at this, you wouldn't really maybe think it's Mario. Like it has kind of Mario style music and kind of Mario backgrounds, but would you rather play a game that had more like you're facing Koopas and like Super Mario RPG or something, but with tennis battles? Or do you?
Or this is that
Yeah,
my
like
other
the just
option?
original style.
You know, I think it's interesting to see more humans in the Mario world,
Yeah,
and I think I would, you know,
I can immerse myself in this. It's got-
maybe if it was made by Intelligent Systems, but
Yeah, you know they're such an amazing company. But Camelot, I'm not a huge fan of Golden Sun, but you know I'll commend them on this one, on these two games.
yeah, they should have stuck to tennis, is what you're saying.
Yeah, no, well I just think it's a great and golf. I just think it's a great aesthetic for this, you know, like an on-the-go tennis game. But and that's like tennis games on the go are great. Any Game Boy game, that's kind of the whole thing. The whole like gimmick is that it's on the go. So like, yeah, that game's great. You can take on the go. But
They're not always great, I'll say.
no, but I just mean like it's always included. Like, hey, you know the advantage is hey you can take it on the go. But tennis games are great because they can be short or long, however you want to make them. And then this adds the RPG element of it, so you know you can kind of play it at your own pace and save whenever and just kind of explore, play some matches. So I think they did pretty good in that. Intelligent Systems, though, I'd be interested to see
A
what they
tennis
make
game
of it.
by
Yeah.
in tennis lint systems.
Yeah. Basically, we saved. I guess I'll just, you know, show you like. I don't know how many more are unlockable because I mean 6 seems like a pretty light roster of Mario. They might have, you know, it just seems like.
Well, it is a handheld title. I mean, there's more.
We have.
Oh, it's just those.
This the thing is their portraits look so bad, like that. Oh, I guess not so bad. But Arby's Clay, Cyrus. Oh, that's my other character, I guess. Meg and Chad. So I'm sure there's unlockables. And I'm glad Waluigi's one of the core characters, because man, he gets left out of so much stuff. So just seeing him as, I feel like if they're ranking this in order of importance, and it starts with Mario, Peach, Luigi, Waluigi, you know, before Donkey Kong, Bowser, I can get behind that. Kind of like,
No Wario though.
yeah, well,
Yeah.
sure, it's an unlockable. You have your glossary for just terms for, you know.
Well, maybe that's what you need to read.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some studying of this later. I'll make a video of it. I don't know why I'm even going through all this stuff. I guess I wanted to go to the mini games. And there's probably not many unlocked. Oh, it's just trading? What? I thought they were like...
You got punked.
It has to be unlockable because the first game had like a selection of great just character. They, you know, each of the Nintendo characters would have their own mini game. I don't think the 64 version had that. The
They had a few
GameCube
mini
one did.
games, like you could hit
Rings and stuff.
rings, and
Yeah.
you know they were alluding to the eventual Sonic merger that still a few years off, but
Yeah.
Sonic will be a Nintendo
Sonic
character
was
by
so
2020.
Close, so close to being in Mario Tennis. But now we're just stuck with the Olympic Games. But yeah, hopefully we'll get those mini games. So that will be it. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for